Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lexi. If you're new, then hey. If you're existing, then hey. Welcome to my channel. So today's video will be some tips for moving out of town. I feel like when I moved to Georgia, I live in Georgia now, I'm from Detroit. When I moved here, I was looking for videos like about tips and I couldn't really find anything. That was like almost 4 years ago. So I want to give you all some tips and just share my experience a little bit with you all so that you can know what you're getting yourself into no matter what state you're moving to. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up while you're here. Check out some more of my videos. I offer vlogs, beauty. I talk about beauty a little bit. I want to get more into beauty, lifestyle things. I just discuss things that I want people to know, like that I feel like I wasn't told, or some stuff that I learned along the way. So I hope you all enjoyed my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My birthday is in, when you see this, you will see this on Monday. So my birthday is in what? Monday is what day? I don't know. My birthday is on the 11th, which is Sunday. So do me a favor and subscribe to my channel for my birthday. Please subscribe. I love you all so much and stay tuned.
I got power. I'm so groovy.
Alright y'all, so I'm going to give y'all some of my tips for moving out of state. If you don't know, my name is Lexi, and I live in Georgia. I've been in Georgia for 4 years. I lived here, I've only lived here, and I'm from Detroit. So I've lived in Detroit and Atlanta. It was a video out here like this when I decided to move to a new state or wanted something new. So I have 8 tips for you guys. I tried to get 10, but I couldn't think of 2 more, so these 8 would just have to do. I actually wrote this down in my notebook, but I left my notebook at work, so yeah, so I had to rewrite it. I had to like type it out on my phone right now. But so your ass want to move out of town, and this is gonna be the title of this. So your ass want to move out of town, so here's your tips. Okay, number 1, you will be lonely when you move. You will be lonely. I believe that the first year is the hardest year. Like, you become homesick. You miss a lot of stuff about home. You miss people at home. You will wonder why you decided to do this. Like, it's just hard. It's hard to adapt, especially if it's like a culture change or a culture shock. I feel like in Georgia, it was a culture shock for me because I came down here and I'm living in the suburbs now. And when I was back home, I was living in the city. Or I wouldn't say it's the hood. I would say it's the hood now, but when I lived there, it really wasn't the hood. But I was used to what I knew. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like I came to the suburbs and I'm like, it's so boring here. It's nothing to do. And I felt alone a lot. Like probably for like the first 2 years, I really felt lonely, and I felt like I didn't have anybody. I didn't have anybody to hang out with. Like I would go through phases where I had friends, and then we would stop being friends, or whatever the case may be. And those were more so like my work friends. So you just go through that moments where you just kind of like, oh my God, I'm just alone. But you will get through it. You have to persevere through it. It's really important to persevere through it and not let it get the best of you. Number 2, when you're looking to move out of town, you need to figure out where you're going to live. Being online is not good enough. I feel like you need to come down to wherever you want to move to, probably 2 months in advance or a month in advance, and check out the place wherever you want to move. Like the area, the apartment. If you chose an apartment already, go there at night, go there in the daytime, so that you can see exactly what the environment is like, because you never know. I never understand people that move from, like, if say somebody moves from Detroit to Atlanta. If you live in the hood in Detroit, why would you want to live in the hood in Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you don't have to, so why would you? It may, just make better decisions, make better choices. You coming from one hood and going to another makes no sense. I'd rather be in the hood where I know is the hood compared to being down here in the hood, So you have to decide what's best for you when it comes to that. And now if you don't mind the hood or don't mind being whatever floats your boat, but me myself, I like to live in the suburbs. That's where I like to live at. So it just varies per person, I believe. So if you don't mind going from the hood to the hood, that's fine. You do you. Number 3. Try to find a job beforehand. I suggest looking for jobs beforehand. When I came down to Georgia, I literally came down here, didn't have a job, like nothing. And I was just like, okay, I'll figure it out. I ended up getting a job at Dick's Sporting Goods because I went to a job fair. And normally when I go to a job fair, I always get hired because it's on the spot. So I got hired, but it was okay money. I think I was making like $9 an hour. Then I went to Victoria's Secret making $8 an hour. Then I went to State Farm making like $17 an hour. Now I'm in my current job. So I feel like, look at the job market. I didn't say this, but look at the job market for wherever you at. Like, if you want to hustle and bustle, it really just depends on what you want to do. Because in Atlanta, you can make a hustle out of anything. You can, like, make money off of anything. But I don't think every state is like that. So it just really depends on your hustle. And if you want a corporate job, you need to look into the job market and see if there's jobs available there and if it's easy to get those jobs. Me and my friend was just talking about like Dallas and Houston. And she was talking about how her dad said it's like easy to get a job there or whatever the case may be. So you have to determine what's good for you. I keep saying determine what's good for you because everybody is different. But these are just my tips from what I learned. Okay. So number 4 would be save as much as you can. When I tell y'all I came to Georgia with no money saved, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I tried to save. I came to Georgia. I probably had like $100. Literally $100. I did not save any money, nothing. It kept coming so quickly. It came so quickly and I was just like, I'm just gonna go. Like, I was staying with my sister. I didn't have to worry about rent or anything initially. So it just was what it was. I came and I feel like it was hard for me that first year because I didn't have any money saved and I saved to an extent, but I'm a much better saver now. But it was harder for me and I went through like a depression stage because I didn't have enough money. I was working and then wasn't getting hours, didn't have enough money. It was just a lot going on. It was so much going on, y'all. Like, couldn't get my hair done, couldn't do nothing. Like, number 5, plan. Okay, so when I came to Georgia, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna go down there. I'm about to go finish school. Give me like 4 years. I was telling my little baby back home, give me like 4 years. Give me like 3 years. I'm about to go finish school. I want to go into like broadcasting and stuff. So this is a good place for me. And I'll be back and I'll be done. It's been 4 years. I have not finished school and I don't plan on going back to school because I feel like school is not for me. So yeah, you can plan. I always say this. If you watch my vlogs, I always say this. You can plan till you blue in the face. But if it's not in God's will for you to do whatever you're doing, then, or if something's supposed to happen to you or whatever it may be, it may not go as planned. And when things don't go as planned, you have to be able to stand up to the situation and be like, okay, it's not going as planned, but don't let it break you, or don't try to run back home because things are not going as planned. Just because you have it set out one way in your head and something like gets thrown in your path does not mean that you're like failing or I need to go back home. Like, I still have my moments where I'm like, oh, I just want to go back home. I want to go home. And when it gets hard or when certain things happen or whatever the case may be, and I still get homesick, and it's been 4 years, but I feel like plan, but don't expect yourself to stick to the plan. You get what I'm saying? So it's okay to plan and go through the steps or whatever, but if something happens and gets thrown in the way, you can't be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm about to go home, I'm about to go home. You can't do that. Like, either you're going to stand on your 2 feet or you're not. That's simply what it is. Like, that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. So that was really important to me because I had so many things planned. I had so much planned, and all this shit started happening to me when I came down here, and nothing went as planned. Nothing. Like, nothing. And not to say that I'm not successful down here in Georgia, because I feel like I've learned a lot from being down here, but nothing went as planned. And if I would have just been like, and my mama ended up moving down here. If my mama wouldn't have moved down here, I probably would have took my ass back home. But y'all, it's gonna be hard that first year, I'm telling y'all. So that's just gonna be what it is. I could talk like I could talk for forever about planning. Like, I could talk for forever about that. But I'm gonna let it go. Okay. Number 6. So when you get here, I mean, not when you get here, but when you go to whatever state you're going to, don't be afraid to go out and meet new people. The people may be different from what you experience in your hometown or wherever you're living now, but go out and meet new people. Go to different restaurants. Go join like meetup.com and find some people that enjoy the same things that you enjoy. Like, I have my people that enjoy YouTube like I enjoy. You know, so I wish I would have got into that faster. I was so paralyzed by, oh my God, it's so boring here. I live in the suburbs, when I could have just went to the city, or I could have just met more people. You will meet the people at your job or people that you work with, but I feel like those friendships are kind of more so situational friendships. Like, they're your friends because you work together. So you need to find people that you just click with, or that are in a circle that you want to be in. Find those people, meet those people, network, get out and meet people. You can't meet nobody sitting up in the house and you talking about, I'm lonely, I don't have no friends, I don't have nobody to do nothing with. Or get comfortable with doing stuff by yourself. If you comfortable with doing stuff by yourself, go to the movies, go out to eat. You'll meet people eventually. Go to events. It's so much stuff that happens in Georgia. Like, so many events, so many creator events, so many, just so much stuff. I said this summer I'm going to get into so much stuff. I'm going to start networking, meeting new people, just getting myself out there, getting my name out there. If you sit in the house all day, like, you can't expect yourself, you can't expect that you're going to like where you live or whatever the case may be. You're starting a whole new life. It's kind of like, you've been in, I was in Detroit my whole life. I knew people there. I did this and that. But those people are doing the same thing they were doing when I left. Like, if you want to grow and advance, you have to meet new people. You have to build your circle. That's simply what it is. Alright, number 7 would be to pray and make sure that this is where you need to go. When I came to Georgia, I didn't feel like, Lexus, why are you doing this? Or why do you feel like you got to do this or nothing? I just simply came. It was no hesitation. It was nothing for me. So if you haven't, like, if your intuition is telling you, girl, don't go, or this not for you, because I'm going to tell y'all, when I was planning on moving back home to Detroit, right? This was last year, around my birthday time. I was planning on moving back home to Detroit, and my gut was telling me, like, Alexis, don't take your boy back to Detroit. You're not supposed to be in Detroit. But I was still in my gut. I mean, I'm still, like, persevering through it. Like, I'm going to go. I'm going. And I ended up getting in a car accident and couldn't go. And I was like, this is probably a sign from God that I should not be going to Detroit, because I was going to go. I was going to take my behind back up to Detroit, and I probably was going to be sitting there looking crazy. Like, I don't know. Some things are just written in your steps, and you have to be able to identify what's written in your steps and what's not. That's simply what it is. Last thing, don't run to a new state thinking you're running away from a problem. You get what I'm saying? Don't say, shit, I'm so, let me think. Okay, I'm gonna just be transparent with y'all. So I came down to Georgia. I came down because I wanted to change. I came down because I wanted something different, and my sister lived here. But at the same time, I was dealing with a guy, and we had stopped talking, and I was like, fuck him, I'm finna move to Georgia anyway, I don't care. That was the best decision I ever made, but I don't think that you should leave because of somebody. Like, me and this nigga ain't talking no more, I'm finna go ahead and go to another state. Or, I'm going through it here, I'm finna go ahead and go to another state. Because moving to a new state will not change those issues. Sometimes issues are within. You can't be like, I ain't making no money here. I'm gonna move to a new state. But then if you don't know how to manage money when you move to a new state, it's really not gonna make a difference. You get what I'm saying? You have to figure out what's within and what issues you have within and work on those issues. And then decide, if, when you become at peace with yourself, then you can decide, like, I'm gonna go ahead and move to Texas, or I'm gonna go ahead and move to Dallas, or whatever you wanna move, Georgia, wherever you wanna go. I just feel like that's really important, because I feel like sometimes people move out of spite or move because they just want to move, but they can't handle when they get here. It's so many people that come from Detroit that come down here and they stay for like a month and be like, no, I can't do this, and go back to Detroit. And like, you have to persevere through it. You don't know if you don't like something. Of course you're not gonna like it initially because it's something new, but it's so many people I see do that. You go to a new state, you're like, oh, I don't like it, oh, I'm about to go, oh, I'm about to go back home. Okay, you go back home, then what are you doing? Like, you have to decide, is this really what I want to do? Do I really want to move to a new state? Do I really want to go somewhere else? And what is my reasoning? What is my purpose? You have to have a purpose, not a plan. I feel like you can plan to an extent, but what is your reasoning for going to that new place? Not to say that reason won't change or evolve, because my reason has changed and evolved so much within these 4 years, and I'm starting to see why I'm here. You know, so be at peace with yourself first. Don't run from shit that's back home. Don't run from shit talking about, oh, such and such broke up with me, I might as well go on down there. No, you have to plan stuff out. You have to plan to an extent, like, this is where I'm going to live. I have to save my money. Not plan like when you get there, this is what I'm going to do exactly. Not that type of plan, but plan like have your money ready. Know where you're going to live. Know what surrounding areas you want to live in. It takes a lot of research and a lot of time to be able to do that. Alright, so those are my tips for moving. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you all so much. So much. Thank you all so much for tuning in to me. I really, really do appreciate it. Thumbs up this video so everyone knows that this video is out there. So they know. And that's it. So I love you all so much. I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to love yours. Love yourself. Love who you are. Love where you're at right now. Because sometimes I feel like we get caught up so much and wanting so much more. And I want this. And I want that. And I want this. That you can enjoy what you're in right now. Enjoy where you're at right now. Although it may get stressful. Although you may not have enough money. Although it may be hard. Now, somebody is wishing that they had what you had. Whether it's a car. Whether it's no car. Whether it's feet to walk. Whether it's a room to stay in. Whether it's food, whether it's a piece of bread, whether it's $1, whether it's a dime or a penny. Somebody is wishing that they had what you had. So you need to be thankful for what you have, and you be blessed with so much more. I love you all. Bye, guys.